architecture is the art, science, and profession of planning, designing, and constructing buildings in their totality, taking into account their environment in accordance with the principles of utility, strength, and beauty.
The SEA Vision and Mission. The College of Engineering and Architecture is the center of excellence in engineering and architecture education in Region 6 for local and global competitiveness.
The college is committed to the development of man through the integration of knowledge, technical skills, and attitude for leadership and national development. It shall promote quality engineering and architecture education through research, trainings, relevant curriculum, production and extension services for excellence.
The well-defined objectives. Perform standard competencies in accordance with the scope of the global and local practice of architecture.
Ability to use technique, skills, modern building technologies, design software and application of research methods to address architectural problems in a globally competitive architectural practice. Ability to analyze and translate concepts and principles for specialized fields and allied disciplines into various architectural problems and solutions. Interpret and apply relevant laws and codes and other legal documents used in architectural practice.
Shows rates of professionalism, sense of responsibility, equality, and patriotism.
Ability to work effectively and independently in multidisciplinary considerations and multicultural teams. Involvement in comprehensive planning and building administrations towards the promotion of national development.
Receptiveness to new ideas and knowledge through scientific research.
Ability to engage in lifelong learnings in the generation of new knowledge, such as pioneering concepts, critical and creative thinking of site, and building designs beyond the regular boundaries and context. Creation of architectural solutions by applying innovative design theories, and building technologies such as sustainable approach to design.
Direct and focus the trust of architecture education to the needs and demands of society and its integration into the social, economic, cultural, and environmental aspects of nation building.
Understanding of the impact of architectural solutions in a global and societal complex through involvement in development activities and public discourses, particularly in response to the needs of the community. Involvement in comprehensive planning and building administrations towards the promotion of national development.
And instill understanding of the basic philosophy and fundamental principles of the multidimensional aspects of architecture and the direct relationship between man and his environment.
Involvement in comprehensive planning and building administration towards the promotion of national development. Ability to analyze and translate concepts and principles for specialized fields and allied disciplines into various architectural problems and solutions.
The program educational objectives defined by the department and its consistency to the vision and mission of the university and correlations to the Bachelor of Science in Architecture program outcomes, or the POS stated in the CMO 61 series of 2017 are reflected in the course syllabus distributed to the students for proper dissemination.
Adequate and relevant project or activities to achieve objectives.
Implementing an open admission. In response to this, the administration implements rules for retention. Also providing the maximum residency rule, or the MRR.
Reviewing and revising the curriculum. This open platform for the faculty, as well as the students and other stakeholders, to deliberate for the modification of educational curriculum towards better learning outcomes.
Submitting program for evaluation. The Architecture Department undergoes accreditation to ensure delivery of quality education.
Acquiring books, journals, and references. The University Library provides books and other references that could aid students in their architectural researches. Also, the Architecture Library, adjacent to the departmental office, make thesis books available for undergraduate students, guiding them in their research proposal.
Using varied teaching methods, strategies, and instructional materials. The faculty utilizes new teaching methods to better deliver inputs to the students to help them come up with outputs that complies with the learning goals and outcomes. Brainstorming. Students are encouraged to collaborate and openly deliberate with each other to come up with creative ideas that respond to design problems and requirements.
Interactive learning. To harmonize the architecture community, the department provides venue for interaction.
Whereas despite of the pandemic, the students are still able to conduct activities that exhibit student skills and creativity through the online platform. This includes activities like digital rendering and structure design, as well as other representations through the various mediums.
Reporting and design critic. Critiquing and mentorship are encouraged among students to develop a more in-depth understanding and realization in their design projects that will help them develop necessary values for their apprenticeship. Simulation activities. Students are encouraged to materialize their design concepts into actual form, making actual exhibits of their visions.
Lectures and workshops. Giving opportunities to students to improve their skills are done during the formal lectures and workshops. Mentors are also invited to help them raise their potentials.
Students in symposiums and workshops. Symposiums and workshops are given to the students, in which they get to meet new speakers and professionals that could give them more perspectives and values that are not only within the scope of the curriculum.
Monitoring and evaluating effectiveness of the faculty. Faculty evaluation in the college is monitored every semester to ensure the quality of the faculty performance.
Assessing students' academic performance. Performance of students are closely monitored and objectively assessed to see corrections and suggest revisions towards achieving the desired outcomes.
It is done periodically to better track students' progress and motivate students' productivity while learning online.
Systematic and effective procedures. The department utilized systematic procedures for admission and screening of the students for qualification. Also, the enrollment process is well stated for the students to have easier processing.
Online enrollment process. For the new modality of learning, the online enrollment process is also easier to follow and is well disseminated for the students.
Reviewing and revising the curriculum. To update methods to reach learning competencies, the curriculum is revised through deliberation that will be endorsed to make the education more adequate for the learners. Provision of materials and other resources. The instructors provide educational modules like portable document files, online videos on YouTube, and other potential resources that could make the course topics easier to understand.
Also, manuals are provided to guide the students in the absence of the face-to-face instructions. Instructional materials are suitable teaching strategies. Quality education is always the focus. For the building technology, students are involved in actual observation and interaction on the site. Thus, for the online learning, the department has provided well-developed instructional materials that are suitable for the distance education. Departmental Budget. The budget was formulated per college and as well as per department. The formulation of the budgetary requirement was based on annual procurement plan, budget allocation for training, seminar, workshop, research and extension of the department.
Participation of significant number of major activities for the faculty. In addition, the faculty are also involved to various coordination meetings with other agencies to discuss design proposals.
Most of the faculty members are actively involved both in local and national major activities to further enhance their linkages and professional connections.
The Architecture Department, as it highlights program involvement in community as one of its objectives, is also committed to improve the quality of life of the people. With this, volunteers impart skills and knowledge.
Faculty members pursue further studies, thus involves themselves on presentation of papers and research colloquium.
Participation of significant number of major activities for the students. Students also launch programs to aid communities, particularly construction of low-cost housing.
Student activities in UAP organization. Students get the opportunity to participate in charity works and involve themselves to benchmarking activities through the UAP organization.
Competitions. Various students also partake on regional competition held by UAPSA student organizations in which they did garner awards on their specific categories.
Participation in professional and community activities. Professional events are also held in which students get the chance to get along formally, not just with the students from other schools, but also with the professionals of the field through webinars and talks. On the other hand, students are also oriented to help communities by the least they can do presently. This is in preparation for them to perform corporate social responsibility in the future.
Awards on Distinction and Achievement and Grants of Architecture Program, Best Practices. The faculty received various distinctions, also grants and numerous achievements for their excellence in practice.
Hi, I am Architect Armando Titayoba II from Oton, Iloilo Province, a proud product of Western Visayas College of Science and Technology, which is now Iloilo Science and Technology University, under the Architecture Department of the College of Engineering and Architecture, graduated last 2013. I was a consistent Dean's Lister from first year up to fifth year, an active student leader, a community service volunteer, and was the first magna cum laude graduate under a program. I was also awarded as the Best Architectural Research in our batch and also the recipient of the special award as the Tosha Artisan 2013, or the Outstanding Students of Iloilo Awards. It is a recognition given to outstanding graduates of junior high school and college who excel in 4 pillars of program, namely academics, leadership, community involvement, and faith. I took and got my professional license as registered architect in the year 2018 through the Special Professional Licensure Examination, or SPLE, for architects here in Middle East, and ranked 10th placer. Currently, I am working in a private company here in Bahrain as an architect for almost 3 years and counting. Aside from that, I am also an active member and the current chapter secretary of the United Architects of the Philippines Bahrain chapter, and at the same time a foster member of the United Architects of the Philippines Iloilo Bahandi chapter. In addition, I am also a review instructor for aspiring architects who wish to acquire their professional license here in Bahrain through the SPLE program for almost 3 years. Way back when I was a struggling architecture student, I think the challenging part of my journey was when I got involved in different organizations from second year up to fifth year, because you really need to manage your commitment to your academics, your obligation to your departmental organization as officer and as a representative to other colleges, and your voluntary act of extension services to different partner barangays and community schools. So these aspects really molded me not only to become a good student, but shall I say, a complete package type of student, because this is the reality outside the four corners of the school. Well, in fact, this exposure really helped me a lot in conducting my research, which is more on community involvement and public relation. Aside from that, the curriculum of the architecture program of the school is really tough. you will definitely realize the true meaning of survival of the fittest upon completing the program. So another memorable experience I had during the college time was when we had our architectural tour in Manila, Batangas, Baguio. It was my first time to travel in flight, and I was able to witness the different architectural heritage sites and different architectural character of every places. We visited Palafox office and UP Diliman College of Architecture. So overall, the experience was fun and exciting. The most important thing I learned in ISAT-U was to openly accept criticisms. At the same time, being able to rise up and respond to feedbacks. We are in school for learnings, and mistakes are just a sign that we learned. The criticisms I received from my colleagues and professors had contributed a lot in my growth. The lower grades I received challenged me a lot to do better the next time around. And the higher I receive, the more responsible I am to at least maintain it or aim for highest. At the end of the day, the intention is to help me to become more capable and effective, not only in school, but in life as a whole. So once again, this is Architect Armando Titayama II, a proud product of Iloilo Science and Technology University.
Faculty development. Faculty development is the process of providing support and training to faculty members to help them improve their work performance for educational advancement and professional enhancement.
It is an intentional process by which faculty members work in a systematic way to improve their skills in the following domains: educational skills, leadership skills, skills necessary to engage in scholarly activities and personal development, and skills in designing and implementing a professional development plan.
Generally, the faculty and staff development program intend to provide assistance to deserving faculty and staff who have the potential to foster accelerated development in the university.
The Bachelor of Science in Architecture (BSA) Faculty Development Program aims to establish a sustainable professional enhancement of the teachers to make them competent in their field of specialization and in other fields that will lead to excellence in architectural practice and other services.
The well-defined objectives.
The well-defined objectives are anchored to the existing policies and guidelines on faculty and staff development program of the university. The well-defined objectives are as follows.
The university shall develop and implement a continuing professional development for the faculty. Enhance the professional growth of faculty and staff in pursuing advanced studies and scholarly endeavors along the specialized field as defined in the priority programs of the university. And the university shall encourage its faculty to pursue relevant local and foreign assisted trainings, scholarship grants, seminars, conferences, workshops, immersion, fellowships, and related human resource development HRD programs. Programs and activities to provide the faculty members with relevant academic preparation, experiences, expertise, and skills in performing their fourfold functions. The following activities are undertaken.
Objective number 1. Scholarship plans and grants. Plan A, full-time scholarship. Plan B1, full-time study grant sponsored by other agencies and organizations. Plan B2, part-time scholarship grant sponsored by other agencies and organizations. Plan C, study leave with thesis, dissertation assistance, tuition and other fees and full salary. Plan D, part-time scholarship grant with thesis or dissertation assistance. Plan E, thesis or dissertation assistance. Plan F, self-financed study, Plan G, attendance to review classes, comprehensive bar or board examinations. As shown in Figure 1, of the core faculty members of the BS Architecture program, 2 have availed of the Faculty and Staff Development program, specifically Plan D, part-time scholarship grant with thesis or dissertation assistance. The matrix of faculty who availed the Faculty and Staff Development program.
Objective number 2. Faculty profile and industry experience. All faculty of the BS Architecture program are licensed professionals as architects and allied professionals such as civil or structural engineers, environmental planners, and master plumbers. All full-time faculty have industry experience of more than 5 years. Full-time architect faculty have active practice in the profession by virtue of permit to practice granted by the head of office or the university president, provided, however, that is not affect in any way the teaching and other functions of the faculty in the university. This tripartite involvement, industry, professional organization, and academe, contributes to the personal growth of each faculty in the program. Objective number 3. Faculty membership and active participation in professional organization. Faculty members are actively involved in their accredited professional organization, or APO, as officers and members of their local chapters. The faculty are continuously updated on the current and emerging issues in the practice of the profession and are shared in the academe. Objective number 4. The university encourages its faculty to pursue relevant local and foreign assisted trainings, scholarship grants, seminars, conferences, workshops, immersions, fellowships, and related human resource development or HRD programs. As shown in annual graphs and matrix provided, the faculty of the BS Architecture program had attended trainings, seminars, conferences, and workshops in local, regional, national, and international levels. Objective number 5. Faculty develops instructional materials. To facilitate learning, the faculty endeavored to produce instructional materials. The following modules, lecture notes, and PowerPoint lessons for classroom and online class use are used by the faculty. Objective number 6. Learning activities of faculty during the COVID-19 pandemic. The BS Architecture faculty during the COVID-19 outbreaks pursued ways to deliver instruction to students using various media, including offline and online modes. The following are examples of modes utilized by the faculty of the BS Architecture program. Electronic learning materials, pre-recorded lecture in MP4, YouTube videos or vlogs, Google Meet, Google Classroom, Facebook Live lectures, Facebook or Messenger chat groups, Discord servers for group class discussion. Systematic and effective procedures.
Procedures of Faculty Development Program. C1. Preparation of the 5-year Faculty Development Program. The university ascertains the needed competencies of the faculty by requiring each college to submit a 5-year Faculty Development Program to the Office of the Vice President of Academic Affairs. The program is prepared based on the needs and priorities of the faculty in each curricular program.
The faculty development programs includes the name of the faculty members, the degree which the faculty members will pursue, their field of specialization, and the year that the scholarship will commence.
As planned, the faculty members pursue the degrees in the academic institutions where their fields of specializations are offered.
The Faculty and Staff Development Program intends to provide assistance to deserving faculty and staff who have the potential to foster accelerated development in the university. A 5-year development program of each college is drafted with proportional distribution of faculty development package to all departments of the university. As highlighted on the document provided, it shows allocation for permanent faculty of BS Architecture program for graduate studies and seminars and trainings.
Reasonable budget. The university provides budget for faculty members who would like to avail of a specific grant or scholarship based on the priority of the university and approval of the Board of Regents.
Also, the budget provided to faculty members sent to local, national, and/or international seminars, conferences, conventions, and trainings for registration fee, travel expenses, per diem, meals, and lodging expenses chargeable to local funds, subject to local accounting and auditing rules and regulations. The budget is taken from the income and other funds as there are available. As shown in Table 7, the budget for faculty development for scholarship. In 2016, 2,828,000 pesos. In 2017, 1,283,000 pesos. In 2018, 10,183 pesos. And in 2019, we have 15,381 pesos with a total of 4,121,183 pesos.
And as shown in Table 8, for faculty development, for trainings, seminars, and conferences. For 2016, we have 6,761,000 pesos. For 2017, we have 4,028,000 pesos. For 2018, we have 2,517,000 pesos. And for 2019, we have 3 million pesos. This totals to 16,306,000 pesos.
Provision for material and other resources. The university is mandated to perform the four functions: instruction, research, extension, and production. In order for the faculty to carry out these functions, the university provides materials and resources.
Annual Procurement Plan. The BS Architecture program conduct annual planning to procure equipment and supplies for the academic year.
Laboratory facilities and equipment. Further, to facilitate learning, the BS Architecture program has allocation for procurement of adequate laboratory facilities and equipment. The following are the architectural laboratory facilities: computer units, interactive whiteboards, printers, laptop, drafting tables and stools for design laboratory or studio, long tables and chairs, bookshelves, cabinets for small lecture or seminar and learning resource center.
Virtual learning environment. To cope with the new normal, the university has designed a system to facilitate learning. Webinars and training were promptly conducted to prepare all learners and mentors on the use of virtual learning system.
Library resources. The university library regularly hold book fairs where faculty select reference materials to aid instruction and learning of students. It has a webpage that regularly posts information for faculty and students.
ISAT-U Fablab. The university has the state-of-the-art Fablab for research and production needs of the community. The faculty are provided training and seminar on the use of the Fablab's equipment. The skills and end products are shared to the community as extension services of the faculty.
Research services. The university, through its research division, provide leadership in the conduct of the R&D activities in the campus and community. They facilitate funding and make research grants available to the faculty.
Participation of significant number of faculty, staff, students, and community in major projects or activities. The faculty of BS Architecture program were involved in the major activities or project of the university.
F1. Faculty involvement in production. Involvement of the faculty in the university physical development. The Faculty of Architecture department had been actively involved in the infrastructure development of the university. As qualified and competent professionals, the architecture faculty has served the university in the various stages of production, from concept, design, programming to construction, in helping materialize many of the major infrastructure in the campuses. Faculty involvement in research. The BS Architecture faculty are involved in research, both institutional and personal. Faculty involvement in extension. All the 11 temporary and permanent architecture faculty are active participants to the extension program of the College of Engineering and Architecture. Faculty involvement in expert services. Expert services of the architecture faculty are shared to the community as judge, coach, panelist, and resource persons related to architecture and other related fields. Faculty involvement in other activities. Awards on distinction and achievement and grants of this program. The award was given to the faculty and student based on the guideline of the university for the University Awards and Distinction. For faculty, Loyalty Award. There are also awards and recognition of the faculty for the exemplary performance through contest, presentation, facilitation of activities, and other commendable works. Best practices. The faculty are actively involved in professional organizations and updated on the current and emerging issues in the practice of the profession. All permanent faculty had held positions in their respective chapters as president and officers and served in the national level of the organization. The university always grants official travel to faculty to attend conventions and conferences sponsored by the professional organizations. All faculty are actively participating in the outreach and extension activities of the university. A good number of faculty are engaged in corporate social responsibility projects, whose influence as faculty of ISAT-U inspire and motivate colleagues or former students in the professional organization to get involved in the community in improving quality of life and care for the environment, among others. Professional development of the faculty are further encouraged by granting permission to the faculty to practice their profession as private practitioners, as long as their academic functions are not prejudiced. The architecture department is composed of highly competent and committed faculty members, with 4 faculty members having more than 10 or more years of continued service in the university. Majority has served as technical consultants in the institution's physical development and has contributed to the overall image of ISAT-U as a prime higher educational institution. All of the 11 temporary and permanent faculty members are involved in community outreach and extension activities. All permanent faculty members served either as panelists, consultants, coaches, and speakers or lecturers to architecture-related activities as well as other fields. Faculty members are regularly sent to conferences, seminar workshops, and paper presentations to upgrade their competencies. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, the faculty continued to participate actively in online or virtual training and webinars. Faculty members fully extend their services in supporting the programs of the university with the community, government agencies, and other educational institutions.
Extension and community involvement. Objectives. The Bachelor of Science in Architecture curriculum or program is offered to students who have the opportunity and the resources to study and acquire the necessary skills as required to be a competitive architect. However, part of the architecture education is to extend their expertise and to be involved in building of communities. The curriculum or program has to perform another function in extension and community involvement. These activities are done in partnership with other agencies, such as the LGUs and other organizations, NGOs and GOs. With these extension activities, the department envisions to create better communities and to participate in improving the quality of life of the people.
ISAT-U Extension Service. Extension Service is one of the functions of institutions of higher learning. All faculty members in this institution are required to engage in extension activities.
The university has developed a comprehensive program to demonstrate to the community the relevance of its academic programs to the improvement of quality of life of the marginalized sectors of the society. As the lead institution in the region, the College of Engineering and Architecture is committed to provide quality and relevant advanced education, higher technological, profession instruction, and training in architecture and engineering and other fields of study, thereby producing locally oriented, globally competitive, and eco-friendly human resources. It shall promote research and development programs to advance science and technology and undertake sustainable extension and production activities.
Manpower and technical support to the extension programs are provided and sourced through the Extension Services Office of the University. Faculty, staff, and officials of the department are the initiators and will play important roles in the implementation of the programs. Parts of the funding and technical expertise are sourced from external linkages of the college, as well as the concerned local government units.
Provide communities the access to technology, including distribution of facilities and equipment that will help increase their livelihood income. This is assistive to the goal of the government in promoting science, technology, and the creative arts to enhance innovation and creative capacity, which also synchronizes with the UNDP Goal Number 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure.
Programs thrust. Conduct need assessment survey of the target partner community. Classify extension projects or programs based on the needs of the partner community. Increase participation of administration, faculty members, and staff in extension activities.
Intensify campaign for more project sponsors through strong linkages. Conduct impact evaluation of the project. Improve extension project packaging and dissemination. Expand partnership for development. Fund sourcing for livelihood projects. Strengthen capabilities of extension implementers.
Exhibit strong collaboration between extension and research for the realization of the institutional vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Document every extension project, from needs assessment, memorandum of agreement, proposals, participants, and evaluation.
Program components. Community organization. This encourages cooperation and camaraderie among people in the community in organizing groups that can lead the people in active participation in programs to maintain its sustainability and success. Relevant activities are advocacy, information dissemination, representation, structure formation, meeting and assemblies, program strengthening, and building linkages and networking.
Educational program. This is to facilitate transfer of knowledge through seminars or trainings to the partner community to enhance skills, knowledge, uplift socio-economic status, social awareness, and maximize the sharing of expertise of the faculty and staff in community service. Further, this aims to educate the community on how to deal with the daily challenges in life. Relevant activities are gender and development training, and lecture, symposium training, seminar, capability building.
Socio-economic program. This provides adequate knowledge through technology transfer to the people in the service area for them to earn a living and share expertise, facilities, and manpower with partner agencies organizations for the improvement of the people's quality of life. This is designed to support the people in the communities and enhancing their skills to be able to uplift their economic status, assist to meet the needs of the communities, and convert raw materials into profitable products. This program also helps the community in building effective and workable partnerships with GOs, NGOs, and CSOs for the sustainable community-led environment. Relevant activities are skills training, livelihood capital assistance, technology transfer application of research output, health and nutrition program, environment program, and monitoring and evaluation.
Objectives of program under evaluation. To provide students with broad-based knowledge and learning experience to be involved in real-life development and complexity in building communities. To to develop the students the conduct of appropriate experimentation, analysis, and application of their skills in architecture.
To train students in the design of a system, component, or process to meet desired needs within realistic constraints such as economic, environmental, social, political, ethical, health and safety, manufacturability, and sustainability in accordance with standards. To train students to function effectively on multidisciplinary and multicultural teams that establish goals, plan tasks, and meet deadlines.
To develop students to communicate effectively with a range of audiences. To enhance the students' understanding on the impact of engineering and architectural solutions in a global, economic, environmental, and societal context.
Objectives of the Extension Program: conduct training to educate the community for proper management of the proposed project. Provide adequate skills to the people in the service area for them to earn a living. Assist communities in alleviating the lives of the people, providing them with competencies to live a quality life.
Share expertise, facilities, and manpower with other agencies and organizations for the improvement of the quality of life of the people. Strengthen partnerships and connections with other agencies.
Activities trainings conducted for the year 2019. Program Engineering Techno-Knowledge Program. B2A Project Title: Skills Training on Landscaping Part 1.
The Landscaping Part 1 was conducted on May 24 to 25 and June 1, 2019 in Tagbak Elementary School, Tagbak Sur, Oton, Iloilo. The environment is one of the main thrusts of the partnership of the Tagbak Elementary School, TES, and the College of Engineering and Architecture, SEA. Since the partnership began in 2015, the college has been active in helping the Tagbak Elementary School create a beautiful environment through its mural painting activities inside and outside the classrooms and pot painting.
The College of Engineering and Architecture, in partnership with Educational Research and Development Assistance Foundation, has 70 beneficiaries in Tagbak Elementary School for school year 2018 to 2019. In support of this program and as per needs assessment conducted among the parents, a seminar on gender-related topics for parents was identified as one of the activities other than the skills training on landscaping.
The Faculty of Architecture Department will be extending their expertise in landscaping and train and equip the ERDA parents and 4-piece parents of Tagbak Elementary School and the neighboring barangays. The training workshop started with a lecture about site analysis and constraints, different types and methods of landscaping, and then the trainees applied their newfound knowledge, skills, and techniques in landscaping in a predetermined portion of the campus.
Objectives: 1. To understand the fundamental elements of landscaping design. 2. To gain knowledge on how to select plants for landscaping. 3. To apply the skills and techniques acquired in landscaping.
Trainings. The activity conducted is landscaping.
Budget and counterparts. The budget and counterparts for the said trainings are as follows. Partner School, 8,000 pesos. Partner Barangay or LGU, 41,000 pesos. SEA Extension Fund, 26,640 pesos. God Fund, 41,700 pesos. With a total budget of 117,340 pesos.
To be project title. Marikot nga palibot, tinluan kag tamnan. Skills training on landscaping, Part 2.
The beneficiaries of this project are the out-of-school youth and the non-working parents in the municipality of Oton, Iloilo. This training was conducted on July 26 to 27 and August 3, 2019 in Tagbak Elementary School, Tagbak Sur, Oton, Iloilo.
The environment is one of the main thrusts of the partnership of the Tagbak Elementary School, TES, and the College of Engineering and Architecture, SEA. Since the partnership began in 2015, the college has been active in helping the Tagbak Elementary School to create a beautiful environment through its mural painting activities inside and outside the classrooms and pot painting. It is the aim to create a more holistic development of the Tagbak Elementary School campus and premises. The faculty of the Architecture Department extended their expertise in landscaping.
Objectives. The objectives of this project are to identify the different principles and elements of landscaping and pond design, to train participants in the basic techniques and skills in landscaping, to apply skills in the construction of garden ponds.
Training. Marikot nga palibot, tinluan kag tamnan. Skills training on landscaping, Part 2.
Budget and counterparts. Partner school, 4,000 pesos. Partner barangay or LGU, 35,000 pesos. ISAT-U guide, 30,800 pesos, with a total amount of 87,540 pesos. National and international linkages and consortia.
Iloilo Science and Technology University establishes partnerships and creates collaborative efforts not only with other universities but also with community groups, civil society organizations, industry, and the government.
As an administrative office under the Office of the Vice President for External Affairs, the Office of the National and International Affairs together with the Industry Linkages and Development Office serve as the university's channel to conceptualize innovative programs to sustain and strengthen its existing linkages and establish a global representative network to cover its name in the international academic map.
The Iloilo Science and Technology University is the apex of the educational ladder with the mandated vision, Republic Act 10595, as a pioneering center of the world-class excellence for the instruction in the field of arts and sciences, philosophy, teacher education, agriculture and forestry, engineering and architecture, industrial and technological education, information and communications technology, hotel and restaurant technology, trades, non-traditional courses, and other degrees towards empowerment of graduates for sustainable development. Well-defined objectives.
ISAT-U National and International Affairs Office.
Presently, the university consistently pursues partnership opportunities with its Asian neighbors and in other countries, which are open for academic mutual cooperation. This is to meet the demands of the globalization of higher education.
The National and International Affairs Office in its initiatives is guided by the components of the comprehensive internationalization model. The university translates and rationalizes its internationalization framework by propelling its internationalization and linking directions.
Internationalization Engagement. This aims to enhance the university's national and international visibility and collaboration.
Learning Development. This is to create more opportunities for students and faculties to immerse and realize cross-cultural information.
Engagement and Connections. The university gets to generate more resources and build institutional capacity.
Goals and Objectives.
To ensure the attainment of university's vision and mission, the National and International Affairs Office has the following goals and objectives.
All are driven towards these particular goals. Develop globally competitive faculty and staff. Produce globally competitive graduates equipped with 21st century skills. Become an internationally recognized HEI. Adequate and relevant projects or activities to achieve objectives.
The national and international linkages and consortia is engaged to identify and explore areas of cooperation and linkages with foreign and local institutions. It promotes meaningful collaboration that lead to student and faculty mobility, scholarship grants, curricular enhancement, research collaboration, and policy formulation, among others.
Internationalization.
For its linkages, the university objectively identifies data, particularly the party involved, the nature of agreement, the country, and the effective date.
ISAT-U and UNIVOC. The UNESCO UNIVOC International Center for Technical and Vocational Education and Training is one of the 7 UNESCO institutes and centers working in the field of education. The UNIVOC network includes teaching, training, planning, research and development institutions, and entities within government ministries that are active in technical and vocational education. It is a network that constitutes a worldwide perspective of this area of education.
As of the commencement in 1996, Iloilo Science and Technology University, formerly the Western Visayas College of Science and Technology, or Wbcsd, was nominated as Regional Center for the Philippines in 1992. The center is expected to give leadership and thrust to the education and development. The responsibilities of Wbcsd Regional Center include
developing and leading a national network, ensuring information flow to and from UNESCO and other UNIVOC network members, providing research as requested by the UNESCO Secretariat, contributing to UNESCO publications and databases, and updating the data of the UNIVOC directory with information on all UNIVOC centers and other relevant institutions.
ISAT-U and UMAP. UMAP is the acronym for the University Mobility in Asia and the Pacific. Founded in 1991, it is a voluntary association of government and non-government representatives of the higher education, university sector. The general aim of UMAP is for each of the countries and territories in the Asia-Pacific region to achieve a better understanding of the cultural, economic, and social systems of the other countries and territories in the region, through enhanced cooperation among higher education institutions and increased mobility of university students and staff. ISAT-U signed the Pledge of Agreement on October 18, 2018 in Tokyo, Japan.
ISAT-U and CMEO-REXAM. CMEO-REXAM achieved regional, national, and international recognition as a center of excellence for training, as well as research and development in science, mathematics, and technology education in the CMEO member countries. ISAT-U signed the Memorandum of Agreement on February 18, 2018 in Malaysia.
ISAT-U and CMEO. The Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization, or CMEO, is a regional intergovernmental organization established in 1965 among governments of Southeast Asian countries to promote regional cooperation in education, science, and culture in the region. The organization's highest policy-making body is the CMEO Council, which comprises the 11 Southeast Asian education ministers. In partnership with the organization, ISAT-U signed the Letter of Agreement on October 2017 in Bangkok, Thailand.
ISAT-U and C-Teacher. The C-Teacher Project, or the Pre-Service Student-Teacher Exchange in Southeast Asia, is a project that aims to provide opportunity for pre-service student teachers from university in Southeast Asia to have teaching experiences or practicum in schools in other countries in Southeast Asia. ISAT-U signed the Letter of Agreement on October 2017 in Thailand, joined the C-Teacher Project Batch 5, and sent its first batch of pre-service teachers on January 2018. The university have sent education students to have their pre-service teaching experiences since then.
Univoc TVET Leadership Program for Asia and the Pacific, September 2 to 9, 2018 in Thailand. Iloilo Science and Technology University has been an active participant in Univoc activities. The Univoc TVET Leadership Program for Asia and the Pacific has paved way for a stronger cooperation and collaboration among member countries. This event gave ISAT-U an opportunity to forge stronger partnerships with other institutions in the Asia-Pacific region.
Along with this, the SUC President Dr. Raul F. Muyung has always been active in attending and partaking in international gatherings and meetings with leaders and other university presidents from other countries.
Remarkably, the Memorandum of Agreement is signed for faculty-student exchange between UNIPMA, Indonesia, and ISAT-U Philippines.
Iloilo Science and Technology University actively participates in the yearly celebration of the UNESCO Univox World Youth Skills Day.
With this, students of ISAT-U have actively participated during the event, particularly on skills demo that became the highlight of the celebration. Students were given opportunities to attend a demo on global cuisine under Chef Oscar Salazar III.
The VIPEA team with Chef Oscar Salazar and the 2D digital animators.
The first International Conference on Education and Technology, August 8, 2019 at Madiun, Indonesia.
International Strategic Planning and Mentoring Webinar, August 25 to 27, 2020. The Office of the Vice President for External Affairs organized a 3-day webinar on Instructional Strategic Planning and Mentoring session for internationalization.
The proposal for the budgetary requirements for internationalization of the university.
Here are our speakers of the Institutional Strategic Planning and Mentoring session for internationalization.
Ms. Jenny Montero, Dr. Lily Norlaili, Dr. Muhammad Mustafa,
Dr. Nakao Nomura, Mr. Vincent Nang, Mr. Isaya Yunge, Mr. E.Y. Chong.
Asean Celebration 2019. To heighten the awareness of cooperation and collaboration among ASEAN member countries, the university organized activities to equip the faculty, staff, and students with knowledge of the different ASEAN member countries' culture and basic facts. The Asean Celebration in the university was launched on September 2, 2019.
Educational Landscape During and Beyond the Pandemic, a Triple-Tiered Perspective, October 28, 2020. The Office of the Vice President for External Affairs successfully organized an international webinar entitled Educational Landscape During and Beyond the Pandemic, a Triple-Tiered Perspective. This webinar focused on the mechanisms, strategies, and interventions done by the academic institutions to cope up with the challenges of the pandemic.
Systematic and effective procedures.
Partnerships, linkages, and consortia process.
ISAT-U establishes partnerships, linkages, and consortia through a series of processes spearheaded by the VIPEA, through series of faculty-student exchange program, student internship program, and involvement or participation in different professional organizations.
Faculty-student exchange program quality process.
The Faculty-Student Exchange Program enhances the university's partnerships with local and international institutions to provide opportunities for ISAT-U's faculty members and students, as well as visiting students to experience a different learning environment and expose them to different cultures to broaden their horizons. The programs are implemented by virtue of a Memorandum of Understanding and Memorandum of Agreement with local and international institutions.
Orientation and welcoming program industry immersion, cultural activities and tours.
Tours.
Quality process or faculty-student exchange program.
Quality process for national and international trainings and conferences for students and faculty.
Reasonable budget. A resolution approving the proposal for budgetary requirements to support the operation of the Office of the Vice President for External Affairs for FY 2019.
BOR Resolution Number 124, Series of 2018. Budgetary requirements to support the operation of the Office of the Vice President for External Affairs, fiscal year 2019.
UNIVOC TVET, Leadership Program for Asia and the Pacific.
Building Global Partnership for Inclusive and Sustainable Development.
Partnership with Universitas PGRI Madiun Unipma, Indonesia.
Signing Memorandum of Agreement for Faculty-Student Exchange between UNIPMA Indonesia and ISAT-U Philippines.
Architect John Ray G. Burdejo during the lecture forum in Singapore organized by the UAP Singapore chapter in Marina Bay Sands Hotel and Convention last October 1, 2019.
Best practices adopted by the university.
Best practice number 1, participation in international exchange programs. One of the most effective methods of developing an international experience is for students to join a student exchange program. Such programs help students to be multilingual individuals and increase their intercultural competencies, and this is made possible by a student exchange agreement of ISAT-U's Ctved program.
Ctved Student Exchange Program. Orientation of students for the Ctved Student Exchange Program.
Welcome program and memorandum of agreement signing.
Our inbound exchange student joining with the engineering students during their laboratory session.
Sending off our exchange students after their training.
Best practice number 2. Participation of faculty and students in international seminars, webinars, and scholarships. The College of Engineering and Architecture program is composed of faculty members who are expert in their area of specialization. Faculty members are often invited to participate in international seminars, webinars, and international scholarships. Others are invited to be keynote speakers and lecturers in other countries.
Best practice number 3, partnership with professional organizations. ISAT University and professional groups derive mutual benefits by strengthening links with each other. Through these partnerships, professional organizations are able to share knowledge and expertise with schools, provide industry and career mentoring, and deliver skill-specific training and hand-on industry experience to both educators and students.
Best practice number 4. Partnership with government agencies. Government partnerships establish a connection that helps students in scholarship and financial assistance programs, as well as seminars or conventions, on-the-job trainings, and job placement. These partnerships were also established to ensure continuous engagement with government organizations in relation to student activities.
Best practice number 5, partnership with other educational institutions. Partnerships with other educational institutions provide opportunity for the faculty and students to involve in activities for further learning and professional growth.
Best practice number 6, partnership with private companies. Partnership with private companies enhances students and as well as the faculty's involvement in different advocacies and projects that can serve as a learning venue.
Communication letter with Metro Bank Arts and Design Competition.